Hello. It's fishing time. It's time for the fish. Okay, this feels a bit louder than usual. I'm gonna lower it to 47, 40, 45, 46, 44. It's probably good. And then here I go. I'm gonna load up chat. It's you guys. This is you guys. Right there. Alright. I noticed when I turned on my computer that my, the time on my Windows PC is like 2 minutes ahead of what it actually is, like, in real life. What's up with that? Maybe because I don't have my PC turned on all the time, and so when I actually do turn on, the time is inaccurate. Okay, just check that I was not muted. I was not muted. Good to know I was not muted. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Here. PC needs to sync. Yeah, but what is it? What is it even syncing about? I made this joke. I already made this joke recently. But I mean, it shouldn't be that out of sync, right? Like, why doesn't it just do it when I turn on the computer? Just do it. Just sync manually. Anyway, daylight saving time is coming up soon, right? The daylight saving time change at some point. It's going to happen. Also, wait, didn't I move locations last time? Did I not save my game? Wasn't I, like, over there? You guys remember that from last stream? I'm pretty sure I moved away from this location, and, I think maybe it didn't save my data? Let's see. Yeah, look, it said my last trip was on, was on October 12th. So I think last week just didn't happen. It just did not happen at all. That's messed up. That is pretty messed up, guys. I did not know that was a thing. Yeah, they have servers dedicated to reporting what the time is. They call them NTP servers. Look that up. That's a thing. That's a thing that exists. There's a lot of different NTP servers. I don't know how they account for, like, drift. Not drift, but, like, you know, it takes some time to make the request to the server and then the request to come back. Like, what if it's like what if you have a slow connection? Huh? What if it takes 2 seconds to get the response? They've probably built that into the protocol. I don't know exactly how it works. Windows doesn't sync when it turns on, so you get the time drifting. Yeah, but how do I do why can't it just do it? I guess it would be kind of annoying, maybe. The location of my boat. Oh, the saving? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go... Let's go over there. We haven't been over there in a while. I'm gonna go move the boat. Oops. I always forget which direction to row to move which way. So if you row... What is this? On the right side, if you row clockwise, you move backwards. Sort of. Maybe I feel like I'm not doing this correctly. Shouldn't I be going backward? Why am I turning? Well, I guess I'm gonna turn. I guess I'll face this way now. Linux defaults using UTC and Windows defaults using local time zone. What? Time zones are really annoying. Time zones are inherently political. We'll talk about politics here. I'm stuck. The boat is not moving where I want it to go. Okay, here we go, we're moving. I'm going to a new location. And by new location, I mean an old location. I'm gonna go over here now. Okay, here we go. Now if I row faster... Actually, I think it might be faster if I sit down. I think, yeah, because the way I'm doing it here. Okay, here we go. The angle of rotation. Okay, so we can go. I'm gonna look down so I don't get motion sickness. I'm gonna row straight into this location. Okay, we're going fast. Look at how fast this boat is moving. Alright, we're back here. You guys remember last time we were here? It's been a while. Let me check what that looks like. Okay, that's fine. This looks fine. Music is a bit loud. I will lower it. What about this? It does go to yellow a bit. Okay, I'll lower it. It could just be this song. You know, some of the songs are not equalized. That looks better. Or it might be, no, it's my audio that is not loud enough. Right, last time I unintentionally changed my audio. I like accidentally clicked something. Let me test this one. Testing. I'm talking very loud. This is not very loud. I'm talking louder. Okay, this is slightly better. And I think what you want to do when you're streaming, you want your loudest point to be just about in the red. Your normal talking should be in the yellow. And I think it's there. It's most definitely there. And I generally don't talk that loudly. Actually, is it clipping? I don't know. Can't tell. Anyway, that's probably fine. Assert your voice. I don't know. I generally can't be that loud. That's just how I am. I'm generally not a very loud person. There's some streamers that I watch that it's like they're nice to leave on in the background because generally they're not very loud. And so you ever watch those streamers where like they're playing a game, sometimes they get scared and suddenly the volume jumps up like really loud. And I always appreciate when there's streamers that there's not too much variance in the audio. Right, there are some streamers that I watch that are pretty chill, right? When they're doing Zatsudans, it's pretty quiet. And then if they're playing a Minecraft, sometimes you get things exploding in Minecraft. You get mobs chasing you, and then suddenly their volume spikes to like a huge, really loud volume. That happened to me yesterday. I was watching a Minecraft stream. Anyway, I forgot to greet people. There are exactly 2 people in chat right now. I'm gonna greet both people. Oh, Denshi's here as well. Okay, we got 3 people. Okay, welcome Duck, Denshi, and Shima Panic. Put the volume to 100. Yeah, usually when I'm watching a stream on Twitch, the volume will be maxed. And actually, because I'm using my really bad speakers on my Mac Mini, I install a Chrome plugin. Well, it's not here because this is Windows, but I install a Chrome plugin to allow me to increase the volume past 100%. And I usually set it to 300% for most things. There are some streamers that I don't have to set it to, which is good. I would prefer that. But yeah, it's cool. Yesterday I was watching Becco stream. She had the word mine in her title. It's like something about mine, and my brain just keeps thinking about Minesweeper. It's like, yo, is she streaming Minesweeper? And then I forgot, obviously when people talk about mines, they're usually talking about Minecraft, right? So when I clicked, she was on like the just chatting portion. It's like, oh man, she's gonna play Minesweeper. Turns out it is actually Minecraft, which is expected. I'd be really surprised if we saw people streaming Minesweeper. Are there streamers? There have to be. There have to be some streamers that stream Minesweeper. But there's so many different categories. Like last time I was streaming on the Google Minesweeper category. There must be other ones. It's gotta be. Literally gotta be. And so, I have no idea. Spelunky. People don't usually put the word mine when they're playing Spelunky, right? I feel like they would usually put some variant of spelunking. Cave exploring. I played Spelunky. There was one stream where I purchased Spelunky 2. I think it was on the Switch. And then I played it. I remember that stream really well, actually. It was when my internet was having issues. I was streaming on YouTube. My internet would just keep dying. I had to like restart my router multiple times during the stream. And at some point it ended up being fixed, but my stream is usually 2.5 hours long, and that one ended up being, if you exclude the time that I was disconnected, it was maybe like 1 hour long. I did go the whole 2.5 hours, but only 1 hour of that is actual content. So that was bad. That kind of sucked. And then I never went back to it. I don't know. I have a tendency to do that. I feel like if you're playing Spelunky on stream, right, that game, I don't know, you could stream that game basically forever. Right, that's the thing with roguelikes. You make some progress, you die. You can play it infinitely. And that's good. But I feel like if I wanted to stream it, it's probably not a great idea for me. It requires concentration, at least in the beginning, because I kept dying. So welcome Nutritious, welcome. It is Wednesday. Surprised I haven't bought that sequel. I think when I first saw the Spelunky 2 like graphics and trailer, to me it looked like a visual downgrade, right? Spelunky 1, not the like pixel art Spelunky 1, but like, you know, proper Spelunky 1. I guess they call it Spelunky Classic. Well, Spelunky 1, a real Spelunky 1, as in not the retro one. It looked pretty good. And then when I saw the Spelunky 2, it's like the tiles looked very much standardized, and I was like, this looks worse. But I think after time, I just don't care. I've watched people play that game. It seems like it could be enjoyable, but it also requires skill and execution, and I'm not good at that. You need to have good reaction time to some things. And that's it. It's fun though. It do be fun. Anyway, I don't know what I will be talking about today. As usual, it's Wednesday. Wednesday streams basically entirely Zatsudan. At this point, I don't even fish anymore. I'm just on the lake. We're just here for the atmosphere. And this is the day of the week when I get to stand up during my streams. Right? I stand up. It's just a stand-up guy. Stand-up comedy. The tiles caught me, background looked repetitive, but that might have been pre-release screenshots. Yeah, I think especially like if you go to like the second area, the jungle or whatever, the green tiles look kind of weird to me. I don't know. It's too obviously square. Too many like solid green colors. There's less textures. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it's good. A good Wednesday. Great Wednesday. I was in meetings for most of today. I had some stuff I wanted to get done, but then just distracted. It's like when you have a meeting and then the next meeting is like 15 minutes away, and it's like there's nothing I can really do in that 15 minutes, right? If I start something, then like 10 minutes later I'll be like, oh shoot, I got that meeting, and then I gotta like prepare for the meeting. And then it's how they call it context switching. When you switch the contexts. So I was just evaluating libraries. Google Cloud, we're doing Google Cloud OAuth. And surprisingly, there aren't very many good Rust libraries for it. They all make certain assumptions, whatever, which I'm surprised about, because like AWS, there's like a ton of libraries that are built. Seems like GCP does not get as much attention. It's kind of weird. I don't know who can relate. No one can relate. No one can relate to this. Welcome, Toaster. The words context switching hurt me because it's a term I use while talking about rhythm game charting. What is that in the context of rhythm games? Is it like, I don't know. I don't even know. When you switch when you are switching contexts in video games, what is this? That's a book. Libraries? Is that looking at a library? Is that what that is? Also, when I turned on my headset today, it was at like 50% battery, which I was surprised by because I thought I had it plugged in, and turns out it's not. So I might have to... I always have my portable charger plugged in. I don't have it turned on, but because I feel like the way I use when I do these streams, what I used to do, I would always have my portable charger plugged in and charging so that I would not run out of battery on the headset. But I think that's bad for the battery pack, because I notice now it has much lower lifespan because it's gone through many charge cycles. But on my headset, the headset is fine. I don't know. I'm just saying things. Between two different styles of patterns, for example, changing from hitting a lot of floor notes to a double arc pattern. Not that you know what those terms mean. Look, he doesn't think I know the rhythm game terminology. And you're right, I don't, because I don't know what they mean. But okay, you mean like if you do jackhammers and then you do like hold notes? Something like that. Welcome, Jose. Better to wear the external battery than the internal one. Yeah, but it's doing both of them though. That's the issue. I think if you have your if you have your battery pack constantly charging your headset, then like your headset is discharging, and also the external battery. So isn't that just worse though? Like, is it better to have something constantly plugged in and charging? I wonder about this with laptops as well, right? Because I would always have my laptop plugged in, like my work laptop. I don't bring it anywhere, right? It's basically a desktop at this point. It's like always plugged in. I only unplug it when I'm not using it for the day. And same thing for when I was in the office. It would just constantly be plugged in. Welcome, Churl GM. Depends on the battery and the solder. Maybe. Possibly. Nothing like a rainy day. This is like the best weather. The best weather in this game. It's so pleasant. I wish I could lock it to be like this, you know? Because sometimes like the rain clears and I'm like, I like that atmosphere. I like the rain sounds. It's like nice and dark. It's like not too bright, you know? You don't have the sun. The sun is still slightly visible. You got the lightning. Doesn't that damage the battery long run? Yeah, it probably does. I know the new MacBooks, they have a feature where they... Actually, the new MacBooks, as well as like iPhones and Androids, not Androids, iPhones and iPads, they have a thing where they call it smart charging or something, and so they use like machine learning or whatever to see when you normally charge your laptop, when you normally charge your phone and iPad and stuff like that, and they try to make it so that your charge does not go above 80%. Yeah, they keep it at 80%. But then that's the weird thing is like, so my work laptop, when I first got it, it would do that, and I was like, that's cool, keep it at 80%. But I think like something happened and now it's charging back up to 100%. It's like, I don't know, the AI learned, it learned wrong, and now my laptop is always at 100%. I don't like that. And there's not an easy way to force it to be at 80%. Also, welcome Swarm of Weasels. Can you fish in the moonlight? Yeah, you can. There's this night. What's this thing called? Night sleeping mask. If you put it on, it brings you to nighttime mode. Maybe I'll do that. When it stops raining, I'll go to nighttime mode. Hopefully, maybe we can see an aurora borealis today. I remember that. That was good times. There's a glass battery. Wait, what do you mean by glass batteries? Batteries made of glass. Have you guys seen those like rechargeable batteries where instead of putting it in like one of those battery chargers, they have like a USB thing you can plug directly into the battery? When I was looking for batteries for my Quest controllers, that was one of the recommended ones. It seems like it could be cool, right? You always got like a USB thing around. You don't have to like find the charger, plug it in. But then that also means you can only charge one of them at a time, unless you had multiple cables. I guess most people probably have multiple multiple cables. How many USB cables you guys have? I'm pretty sure like my USB cables are like right here. I have like 4 of them, and they're all of different types. Okay, looking from the left, I have my cable for my work laptop. I have a cable for my phone, that's a lightning cable. I have the USB-C cable, and then I had the micro USB cable. I always forget, micro USB, mini USB. No, mini USB is the one that no one uses, right? Yeah, I have micro USB. And I have all 4 of those. They're all there. Let's see, my iPhone only needs charging every other day. It's great. Sometimes it can go for 3 days. Yeah, I feel like I rarely have to charge my iPhone. I guess like I don't use it that much. Mine is at 65% right now. Like a long time ago, I used to charge my phone like all the time. If it was ever below like 80%, I would charge it. And then I learned 80% is the best place to leave it at. So now I don't charge above 80. Sometimes I forget though. Sometimes I leave my iPhone plugged in. Like I'm like watching a stream or something and my iPhone's at like 50%. I'll charge it in and then I forget. By the end of the stream I go back and it's like, oh no, it's at like 82%. I missed it. I missed the cue to turn it off. SMH. I thought Aurora Borealis only appeared in kitchens. No. It was weird that it appeared in kitchens. It was localized entirely in this kitchen. Double battery with USB-C charging. Kinda gimmick. Oh, double A battery. Double a battery. Yeah, it is kind of gimmicky. I also feel like it's probably like less safe, right? No, actually no, it might be more safe. Thinking about the time I put in the the time I recharged my batteries backwards, and they heated up. I feel like, you know, maybe that's plugging it directly into the battery is much safer. So welcome Chicken Coop and Junior. Look at that Karagi Wiggly. I need to get out my mini USB for my capture card from 2013. I wonder if it even works. I feel like capture cards are usually pretty compatible, right? I'm surprised at how many ones there are. Right, I feel like you mostly hear about the Elgato ones, but then apparently there's a lot of ones that are pretty good as well. Significantly cheaper. Maybe a bit less reliable, but, you know, it's probably fine. I had to get new cables for my new phone because I don't have USB-C chargers, and phone manufacturers assume that everyone already has them. I feel like most people who have had a recent phone probably already have one. And so, like, I just have, like, a ton of, like, cables that I have. I used to leave them lying around the house, but since like the past few years, I just have like a, not a box of cables, but like, what are those called? I don't know. A plastic, it's not a bag. It's like a plastic, just a plastic container of some sort where I put all my cables. So every time I think I'm just like, do I have this cable? I just check there, and I probably do. I probably have several of them. Update my phone every 5 years. Ideally, I would do that too. The only reason I updated was because my Pixel 3 died. Mine is the first gen of the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. I know of GamerMedia. Sorry, AverMedia. Not GamerMedia. They're still around. I like that it's portable though. As if there are capture cards that are not portable. You can be gaming. Was that when you used to... Were you the one who used to stream on Justin TV? We were talking about that yesterday. Also, welcome over to OO. I hope my Pixel 3 holds out. Are you still... You're still using it? Yeah, I thought mine would last forever, but... it just randomly died one day. Also, you guys make sure you have a backup. Just think, if your phone were to die, like, right now, what would you do? Thankfully, I had my Pixel 1 as backup. It was too slow to run a lot of things, because the application developers, they assume things now. Yeah, I have that as backup, and then I bought my iPhone, and now I'm using that. I thought I would miss Android a lot more, but turns out it's not really... It's not that different. At least with the way I use it. There's like a few slight things that are different. For the most part, it's just like I don't really care. I got used to using the gestures. They're pretty similar to the ones on Android. There's no back button though. It kind of sucks. Also, welcome Hamflow. You would die. This guy would die with his phone. USB-C didn't exist until recently. My tablets aren't USB-Cs. No, I guess by recently. I guess in the past 5 years, yeah. When was the first, like... No, it's been a while. Like, my Pixel 1... I'm pretty sure my Nexus 5X had... Wait, hold on. Did the Nexus 5X have USB-C? I feel like it did. That was like my first phone after my Samsung phone died. That was quite some time ago. When did I get that? Probably... It's probably been at least 5 years. Let's see, I need to re-jot down my backup codes for 2FA. I just have those stored in my password manager. You do use a password manager, right? Right, guys? Everyone make sure to use your password manager. I store like a bunch of stuff in mine. Backup codes, answers to secret questions, stuff like that. Yeah, imagine not using a password manager. Couldn't be me. See, backup plans are good. I'm missing a few contacts that I'll have to email for their phone numbers. Don't they get synced automatically though? Like, I guess if you're going from Google to Apple. No, I did that. It was fine. I had my contacts synced on my Gmail account. I guess my Google account. And when I had to switch to iPhone, I just had to like download them. Resync them, I guess. And then I have them. I don't have all my texts though. I guess text messages don't get synced up. Although my voicemails did. I don't know. Everyone dragged their butts putting USB-C in their things. USB-C, looking forward to USB-C being the future. Actually, it's the present. The present time. Depends on if you let Google have the info or not. Yeah, I guess like objectively it might not be a good idea to trust Google with all of your information, but you know, it's been convenient for me so far, so that's fine. when I use my Pixel phone, you know, I use all the Google functionality. And then when I moved to iOS, I just like downloaded all the Google versions of the apps, right? Instead of using the Apple one, I'm just like, I'm already like so heavily invested in the Google ecosystem. I just downloaded like Google Calendar, Gmail. Let's see, what else do I have? I'm gonna check right now. Oh yeah, freaking like it uses Face ID, so I can't easily unlock my phone when I'm in VR. Because it can't detect my face. I have no face when I'm in VR. And then I set up my, instead of using the like, I think the default auth method is like the 4 numbers. And it was like, that's not secure at all. So then I like set an actual password. So now I have to like type in the password while in VR. Okay, I'm typing it. Okay, and then, okay, what do I have? I downloaded Google Maps, Gmail, Google Photos, the actual Google app, Chrome. I'm just basically using all Google features. Yeah, I have no face. And I must manually type my password. Hopefully this is the last iPhone generation with Lightning port. Yeah, like the EU passed a law, right? They're requiring Apple to switch to USB-C at some point. So probably within like the next 2 or 3 years. Also welcome Lofkey. I have mixed feelings. I let Google have some things and not others. What are some things you would trust Google with? And what would you not trust it with? I feel like Google already has all my history. And so I'm just like, I'm just gonna continue using the Google app. So that all my history, all of my browsing history, they can target ads at me or whatever. Even though you opt out, they're probably still doing it. I hope they don't go portless. Oh yeah, I guess they are pushing like their wireless chargers and stuff like that. I'd never, like, I don't know, wireless chargers, they seem convenient, but like, aren't they significantly less, like, I don't know, less efficient? 'Cause instead of like putting the energy right into the port, it's just like, it's just going away. It's just gone. Apple already changed the iPads over to USB-C. I was actually about to mention that. I was thinking of mentioning it and then I forgot. Yeah, the weird thing about Apple switching their latest iPad, the base iPad model, to USB-C, is that they kept the original Apple Pencil. So you have this weird thing where like the iPad uses USB-C, but then that iPad uses the original Apple Pencil, which is using Lightning. So then they like have this connector now. They're just like, the way you charge the Apple Pencil originally was you would just plug it into the iPad, but now you can't do that. You have to have like a separate connector for it, and it just looks really weird, and everyone kind of hates it. They're like, if you're gonna switch iPad over to USB-C, right, switch it to use the new Apple Pencil, you know, the one that charges wirelessly. Lofkey, why is your name Lofkey on Twitch but Lofkey on Discord? I think he used the name Lofkey with an A because it was taken on Twitch. Because on YouTube, he's also Lofkey without the A. I remember that one time when I streamed on YouTube. When Twitch was down. And then I was like, well, his name's Lofkey without the A. It's like a lossy transformer. I'm trying to make like a Transformer joke, but like I don't actually know. I don't actually know the Transformers. It's a lossy Transformer. Yeah, just like Optimus Prime when he lost the battle. The Decepticons. Am I right? Am I right, guys? That's accurate. Starscream? I don't know. When he lost the battle. I don't know. Look, you can just pretend that was funny. Just think of the funniest joke you've seen, and then pretend that was it. Anyway, I said we would go to nighttime mode, so let's do that. Great, Joe. Thank you, thank you. That's what I say in Hamflow's chat when he tells a joke. I say, great joke streamer. Funny joke streamer. I say both of those things. Let's see. I wish everyone went the way OnePlus Oppo did. What? Oppo. And the plug gets hot, but the phone stays cold. How does that work? The phone stays cold. Thicker cord. I never really thought about the USB cords. They do exist. I just plug them in, and the power goes into the phone. Alfie knows the lore. Yeah, everyone. What's your lore? Everyone's lore. I know some people's lore. OnePlus. 2 Plus? Yeah, what if 1 Plus is so good? There's 2 Plus. Demand to know. The people demand answers. I love to stand. I love to stand up. I don't know if you hear this like squeaking sound. It's me like pushing down on my chair. You guys hear that? Here, my chair is right here. Here's where I would be sitting. Right, this right here. And then this is the part of the chair. You hear this? The Hamflow lore. Hamflow's lore is that he is a guy. He's just a guy, just like me, for real. For real on God, Frog. Oppo is the sister company of OnePlus. Both are owned by some giant company. Just like all of us, right? Aren't we all just owned by some giant company at the end of the day? So true. So true, guys. Corporations. Toaster lore, I don't actually eat toast ever. Yeah, but you create it though, right? Toasters, yeah, toasters don't normally eat the toast. Right? They produce the toast. I guess if you put the toast back into the toaster, I guess. Yeah, imagine just being a guy. I don't have to imagine. I'm living that life right now. I am literally just a guy. Are you a ham named Flo or a Flo of ham? He is a ham. People usually think of hamsters, right? If you have a streamer and they have ham in their name, you think, are they a hamster VTuber? But no, he's just like, it's based on the pork product. I actually found another hamster streamer yesterday. I was just browsing Twitch. I had my the recommended. There was an art streamer who happens to be a hamster as well. And then I left the stream open. No, it's not Chia. I know, I've been following Chia. It's a different hamster. I forgot her name. I don't know. It started with a K. She does art. Hamsters are cool. Good hamsters. So true. So true, Lumpy. Extremely true. The most true you will ever see. Toaster Koshi is like toaster pastries and goes in the toaster. So Toaster's lore, he used to stream on YouTube. And then he got busy with like work or whatever. He is a biblically accurate toaster. He's from like the Toaster Galaxy or whatever. He has actual lore. He's a VTuber with actual lore. He's got like a backstory and everything. And I don't remember any of it. I don't know if he does either. It's like when VTubers have lore, they just make it up for their first few streams. And then they forget it. And then whatever, I don't know, whatever they say is now officially part of their lore. Yeah, biblically accurate. In the sense that he has many eyes. He's got wings. The wings have eyes on them. That's usually what people say. When they say biblically accurate, it just means they have many eyes. That's truly what things are. You could say the boat is biblically accurate. This boat could be biblically accurate. Tostar is a verdant planet. What does a verdant mean? It's like green. For some reason, when I see the word verdant, I think of green. Verdant planet far, the Tostarians. A plant-like hive mind. It's a kind of astral projection. So true. Yeah, true. Exactly. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Extra wheels or flames. The biblical. There's so much. Am I walking on water? Am I? No, only when I go over here. When I'm over here, I'm not. I guess I'm clipping. I'm clipping through the boat. Verdant is green and plenty. Green with grass. Okay, so I was right. I was right to assume they're green. I remember all my lore because it's actually somewhat deep, but I never reveal. Yo, he has plans to reveal his lore. What if I revealed my lore? Wait, no, I'm doing it right now. Every time I stream, aren't we all, when you think about it, when you talk to someone, aren't you just implicitly just learning about their lore? If you learn something about someone, you're like, oh, I'm learning so much about their lore. When you make a new friend, you ask them, you find out about their lore. You're like, where'd you go to school? And then they tell you, and you're like, I'm gonna put that in my lore notes. Update the Wikipedia with their lore. Lore, they went to school here. Their mother's maiden name, this. Their address, this. Their social security number is part of their lore. So I don't know if I said welcome, Slime Molder, welcome. I'm just a guy. It reminds me of Mesa Verde. Would love to go there someday. When I see Mesa, I just think of Half-Life. Black Mesa. So that's like Green Mesa. They got Green Mesa. They got Blue Mesa. Orange Mesa. Purple Mesa. Boat clip speedrun. It's so easy. You just walk off. You simply walk off. Next time I meet a new person, I'll ask them what's their lore. Yeah. Basically what it is. Every time you find out something about someone, you just... It's called world building. It's called environmental storytelling. They don't tell you their lore straight up. Like, what if you meet someone in real life and, like, instead of you just finding out stuff about them over time, they just gave you like a lore dump, like VTubers do. You meet someone and they're like, okay, here's my interests, here's my anime, here's my parents. Here's my parent, here's my mom, here's my dad. They rigged me. Great artists right there. Here's all my anime that I like. Here's my favorite streamers. Tell them all their lore. Friendlopedia. Yeah, you get the spreadsheet. You guys don't keep. You guys don't put information about your friends in a spreadsheet. I don't use a spreadsheet. I have a blog. Tell me about this table. Why is it black? Mesa. All right. Mesa means table. It does mean table in Spanish. That table. Here's my debut video. Duck, when are you gonna debut? Everyone in chat who does not already stream, when are you gonna start streaming? You could do it. You could do it. You can do it. You have to. Yeah, Denshi's gonna do it. It's true. He sent me the mock-up of his model. This year, there's only like 2 months left in the year. You'll get to that. See, I totally don't keep notes on my friends. Haha, no way. Well, as we found out yesterday, I keep notes on my friends. in the sense that if we have met up, I will probably have an entry in my journal about it. And then I can look into it. Yeah, on this day I did this thing. Yeah, Toaster, when are you going to stream again? Maybe not this year. No, Denchi, everyone's anticipating. I feel like Denchi, if Denchi started streaming, you could probably get a ton of viewers, right? Because you have the connections, right? From working on VTube Studio, contacting people to be in the announcement videos. They already know who you are. When you start streaming, you'll get so much support. They'll be like, oh man, Denchi, that's the guy who made VTube Studio. He allows us to do this. Wow. And remarkably uninteresting? That's what you think. There's plenty of streamers that are like relatively uninteresting, but then you find out they're actually kind of interesting. They got stuff to talk about. Streaming Panic, possibly this year. You got a lot of people saying this year. You got 2 months. You got 2 months. I mean, you could do it. You can just start streaming without preparing. Every time Denchi looks at his model art, he just gets ultra pogged. Omega pog. If Wolfie started streaming, he could probably get a ton of viewers. Look, I have a ton of viewers right now. I have at least... I don't know, I don't have the numbers up. I can't see the numbers. I have at least single-digit to low double-digit numbers. If you think about it, it's actually a lot, right? To have a lot of people in chat. To have, like, anyone in chat. That's impressive. I used to, like, from being someone who mostly watched the big streamers, right? They would get, like, thousands of viewers. And then if I see someone with, like, 100 views, I'm like, oh, that's so little. Oh, look at this guy. How is it so small? And then as I got more into watching indie VTubers, and just like, it's actually really impressive to get like, even 5 people. People who stick around. That's that's extremely more than average. Like on Twitch, wasn't it like if you have 2 viewers, you're in like the top 1% or something? Something like that. Anyway, let me, I'm really far behind in chat. Let me scroll up. I did some test streams with no mic or cam, just to learn OBS. OBS, yeah. It's good to learn OBS. It's good that we have standardized tools nowadays. Denchi is too scared to keep working on it. Denchi has no time to do anything besides work on VTube Studio. He's always watching streams, or yeah, actually, if you start streaming, they will have less time to watch streams. That's one thing you'll have to deal with. You have less time. You got less time to watch your favorite streamers. And then you realize, I don't actually need to spend all my time watching streamers. I could be here making my own content. That's what it's about. And then you can watch the VOD later if you care. If you really want to. Let's see. There's so many comments. How is chat so fast? Also, all these names are green. You guys, there's a lot of green, a lot of green chatters. Let's see, having a private friend data wiki self-hosted on your own computer is normal. I have that. Logseek, I have all my notes in Logseek. It's not specifically about my friends, but it's about many things. The most uninteresting person? No. I'll say something. Denchi's gonna get cancelled. There's so many comments. I can't. I'm like the streamer who like is. This is like 4 minutes ago. I'm reading comments from 4 minutes ago. Actually, no. My clock is wrong. It's not actually 4 minutes ago. Why is it the time's going backwards? You see this? 6 o'clock, and then 5:59. The heck? Okay, where am I? Where was I? They'll no longer be the most uninteresting person. Okay, people. You know you're an indie enjoyer when you realize what it takes to get 10 average viewers. It's true. It's true. It's a lot of effort. I had 1 viewer. By having 1 viewer, you're already in the top 1%. Yeah, but yeah, everyone If I miss my Oshi streams, I would cry and never stream again. Denchi, no. No, you can't do that. Okay, just immediately end your stream if your Oshi does a gorilla stream. You could do that too. You could do that. Okay, I've almost caught up. I don't have to scroll anymore. I can't believe streamer isn't reading every comment. SMH. This guy, the fame is getting to his head. He used to read every comment, and now that his chat is active, he just skips half of them. How could he do that? I thought he cared. I thought Wolfie cared about my message. He's not even reading my message. Look, he's staring. He's just staring at this message and not reading it out loud. Who's Denshi's Oshi? We already know. It's Lollipops. Welcome, Broaches. What software was it that I mentioned for the self-hosted wiki? It's not really a wiki. It's sort of like a outliner note-taking app. But you can do references kind of like wikis. It's called Logseq. Logseq. I had a whole stream on YouTube where I talked about it. Someone type it in chat. Logseq. Logseq. I highly recommend it. It's probably the time the message was sent rather than delivered. No, my my clock is wrong. It says it's 6:03. It's actually 6:01. Yeah, that one, Logseq. I don't know, that might not even be the real website. There's a lot of options, right? I know there's like FeatherWiki. There's like, I'm forgetting. I was like, oh, there's a lot of options. Name's one option. I don't know. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. My Oshi doesn't stream at the same time as me anymore, so I'm saved that fate. Who is your Oshi? Is it Kuragi? She does stream later now. Also, welcome Happy Toaster 1. I forgot to greet you. I'm gonna highlight this message and then not read it out loud. When the streamer acknowledges your message and then ignores it. Logseq, yeah, Obsidian is kind of like Obsidian. I used to use Obsidian for note-taking. And then I switched to Logseq because it makes a lot more sense to me. I would recommend watching my walkthrough on YouTube. Check out my YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Scroll down, it's there. Just look up Logseq. My friends without... we got a Northern Line watcher here. Broaches. Remember you're talking about it one stream and I was wondering if that's what you were taking your journal with. Yeah, I keep notes every day. It's very nice. It's super cool. It's nice. I take notes about stuff that I talk about on stream. I take a note. That's where I keep notes of who I've rated and when I rated them. So the cool thing about Logseq is that it's sort of like a journal, right? You get a new entry every day. And it's not like a proprietary format or anything. It's just like a regular markdown format. And so if you decided you wanted to stop using Logseq, there are people that use Obsidian and Logseq together because they both operate on regular markdown files. So that's cool. You don't have to pay like a subscription. Yeah, raid notes. Every time at the end of the stream, I look at who's online, and then I just press Command K. Sorry, I'm on a Mac. Command K. I guess on Windows it probably would be Control K in Logseq, and then I type part of their name, and then if I see the word rated, it'll tell me what day it was. What if I automated that? Actually, that would be useful. If I wrote like a thing which sees who I'm following, who's streaming online at the moment, and then I sort them by the last day I rated them, that would save me a lot of time. You know what if I did that? I could do that. That'd be a cool project. Maybe I should do that. Anyway, someday I'll do it. Let's see, this triggers me because one time one of my viewers tried to confess. Was that the guy, was that the weirdo who that you were talking about last time? The one who was down bad for Toaster. Strange. Some people can be really weird in chat. Not this chat though. Well, sometimes. There's like one guy who's weird. I'm gonna put my viewers on blast. There's like one guy. Everyone here's like, no, it's me. Is it me? Could it be me? You know that mushroom guy? He's not even here. Isn't that mushroom guy with the numbers? He's always... I don't know, he's like, maybe he's a kid or something. Every time he's here, he's just like, hey, can you raid this guy? Can you... No, not Toaster. It's me. Yeah, that guy. Look, he knows. There was also one time when I streamed on YouTube, and I was playing Minecraft. I think if you stream in the Minecraft category, you'll get a lot of kids. So you'll just have kids that don't know like manners or anything. They'll just go into the stream and be like, "Hey, I love Minecraft. Have you played this game? Have you played this game? Why don't you play this game? Can you do this, streamer? Can you go here?" I'm just like, no. That was the first time I actually. First time I actually banned like a non-bot from my stream. There's like Minecraft viewer just. It's like obviously like a kid, right? I don't know. I didn't feel like babysitting someone, so I just muted them. Please never stream in the FNAF category. I have no plans of doing so. If I ever did, I would probably put it in games and demos. I've had so many weird viewers trying to stream in the Minecraft category. The best one was someone trying to impersonate a mod. Did they put like the wrench icon in their name? Because like on YouTube, right? You don't use your real username. You can put whatever icons you want. And so sometimes people put like their Oshi marks. You can put a wrench icon in your name. You could do that. You could do that. I could do that. I was more well-mannered when I was underage on the internet. I was the opposite. I was really weird. When I think back on my younger days on the internet, it was very cringe. Well, I was cringe, but I was free. I was so free. When I look back at some of the stuff that I made, I'm just like, there's no way I could do that now. I have too much self-awareness. Some of the stuff that I made it was actually like pretty funny. You can say that about yourself, right? If it was long enough ago, you're like, I was so funny back then, I could never be that funny ever again. It's like the random, LOL random XD type of humor. You'll never expect it. Anyway. Whenever Nasu streams a Super Mario Maker, they will get random people who seem a little odd. There's definitely some stream categories that are totally like that. I'm sure if you ever streamed on the Roblox category, you'll probably get a bunch of weird people. Minecraft, of course. What are some games that kids play? Fortnite, maybe maybe Fortnite. No, but there's so many people streaming Fortnite, it'll be hard for them to find you. Wait, how do they even find you with the Minecraft category though? There's like a ton of people streaming Minecraft. Like, what are the chances they even find your stream? Wolfie hates children. No. No. Only stream FNAF if you mark your stream as mature. But wouldn't the kids just lie about their age though? If they sign up on Twitch, right? They don't have like actual like age verification. You can just choose whatever year you want. How are they gonna know? I said this is name of mod. I forgot the password. That's me. It's me. I'm the mod. I forgot. Do create.us effort. No, we can't. People still use that. Sometimes I decide to watch one of my old VODs and I find myself entertaining. Yeah, exactly. That's the spirit. That's good. I actually tried rewatching one of my VODs. One of my first streams, I rewatched it. Part of it, and I'm just like, man, this guy sucks. this guy doesn't know how to say anything. He's always saying and like, and he's just stuttering all the time. It's like breathing weirdly. SMH. And then I'm just like, oh, good thing I've changed. And then I like watch another recent video, and I'm like, wait, this is exactly the same. No, it's like slightly better. It's like a better thing. Gradually improve over time. Animal Crossing, are there a lot of children watching Animal Crossing streams? I don't know. Parents generally seem happy to sign their kids up for anything. It's true. It's true. Parents be buying their kids like YouTube Premium, Family Plan. Neopets. Yeah, I talked about my Neopets experience. When I was a kid, I would... Like, if you're below the age of 13, and you want to use the Neopets forums, you have to, like, fax... You have to have your parents sign something and fax it to Neopets HQ. And then they'll like, manually verify your account. I did that. And then at some point I had multiple accounts, and then I was just like, you know what, I don't feel like asking my mom to to fax this thing anymore. So then I just made a new account and I set my age as like 13. It's like, look at that, I just get approved immediately. And then I just, I've never went back. I never have set my age to lower than 13. And then at some point I just became older than 13, and I'm just like, now I don't have to lie anymore. Wow. So true. Yeah, so true. Welcome, Mr. Good Cat Gaming. What is that emote? Traum's Wave? Is that like a bird? That looks like a bird. It's like the Twitter bird, except it's like a hare. Literally me frog. I am fine. It's true, I am fine. He's reaching the end of the chat. Yeah, I'm scrolling down. I don't have to scroll down anymore. Does that still work? Yeah, fax still works. I think fax is still used pretty heavily in Japan. Because despite everyone thinking that Japan is like technologically advanced, they're still mostly like cash based. They're based. They're still mostly cash based. And actually, even in the US, right? Don't a lot of insurance companies, they still use fax for stuff? I don't understand how that works though. Like, how is fax more secure than emails? I guess maybe. Like, how does fax? Can you intercept a fax? Are faxes encrypted? Like, if you send your information to someone over fax, like, what's stopping someone from, like, you know, just getting it? If they just put something in the wire, if they replace the wire, a wire that somehow logs your data, I don't know. That probably exists. Price raised for a premium family plan in April 2023. I do not have YouTube Premium. I feel like family plan is probably like a good use. Right, what is it? YouTube Premium by itself is like $12.99? That's like so much. That's so expensive. I guess it does come with YouTube Music. But I have all my stuff on Spotify, so I can't move all my playlists. They're all there. I'm behind like 200 messages. No, I'm only 10 messages behind. I can keep up. Neopets account was frozen. I asked my friends who were my friends. Oh yeah, that's what they do. When you lose your account and you email support, they'll ask you questions to verify, make sure you're actually the person. I think I had a case where I lost my MapleStory account, and as a kid who did not give my personal information online, you know, like when you sign up for a game, right? They ask for, you know, your email. Some places they ask for like your name and stuff like that. I made up a fake name. I made up a fake address, and I did not record what I put in from there. And so when I lost my account, I had to like go to support And okay, we can help you. What is your name? What's your address? And I'm just like, oh shoot, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just made something up. What if you're just like, oh, it's 123 Fake Street. I'm pretty sure that was my actual address that I said. So, oh yeah, it's me, 123 Fake Street. John Smith, yes, 123 Fake Street. Yep, that's me. Oh, my phone number, 555-1234. No, I never got that account back, because I don't remember. Okay, now I'm behind. Now I'm behind. Okay. Oh shoot, where was... It's like the Twitter bird, except it's not a bird, true. It's catching up. That's a meat. That's a meat emote. Based on my emote. Based? It's based on mine. Cash. Denchi uses cash. Doesn't want the government to track you. That's valid. They're watching everything you do. But you're in Germany, right? Doesn't the German government take, like, privacy seriously? You have, like, labor laws, you got, like, GDPR. All this stuff. Okay, technically the faxes aren't meeting the legal requirement, but they allowed because of the heavy existing usage. What? So fax is not secure? You can just do whatever, you can just intercept it. It's probably secure insofar as attackers don't care about it. You can't assume that. Attackers can care about anything. Okay, let's see. I have that one. I listen to YouTube on my phone screen. Phone screen is off. Yes, that's the only thing I would use YouTube Premium for. Well, no, that's not true. The lack of ads on mobile, because I use a thing that blocks ads on desktop, so I never get ads. But then when I have to watch YouTube video like lying down, or I'm just like, man, to sit through ads. And then I get tempted to purchase YouTube Premium just for that. Anyway, oh man, okay. Hello Wolfie, 5 minutes or now. How long has it been since then? It's been 3 minutes. 2 minutes? It's been 2 minutes since I comment. I'm only 2 minutes behind in chat. Health paperwork is valuable. It's true, it's true. I hate that they paywall that. They gotta make money somehow. Google has so many ways to make money. They got ads. They're taking like 30% of super chats, memberships, all that. 30% of Google Play purchases. Uto had a notebook of fake aliases. I remember seeing this comment 2 minutes ago. It was like I was here and then I remember seeing it. Okay, now I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I put my real birthday, so random V Bulletin I can't read. So random V Bulletin forums would send me happy birthday email. I get those every year. There's like one forum. I forgot what it was. I still get emails from them every year, and I just think like this site still exists. This forum is still around. I get LiveJournal. You guys use LiveJournal? Every once in a while, I'll just get like an email from LiveJournal saying, "Hey, it's your friend's birthday today. Say hi to them on LiveJournal." Like, what the heck? LiveJournal still around? It's like one guy. I don't even know if they're still. They're probably on Twitter now. Guys, remember LiveJournal? Criminals don't care whether something is illegal. Sure they do. They care about avoiding the cops if they've done something illegal. You should ignore us and catch fish? No. Clickbait. You click this stream thinking I'm fishing? It's clickbait. It's clickbait. I haven't fished at all. It's been over an hour. I haven't even casted the rod, or the line, whatever. I just rode the boat over here. And then I'm standing up, I'm talking. Does this game even have fish? Yeah, look at this. Oh, shoot. I don't have fish from last time. The game didn't save. Last time I rode my boat over there, it did not save the game. I used to use the third-party YouTube app, but Google killed off the app. Yeah, was it Advanced YouTube? I downloaded that as well. Advanced. I don't think the lake has fish. Where's the moon? The moon is right there. It's right there. I still use my LiveJournal. I haven't logged into LiveJournal. Like, there's a bunch of sites from a long time ago. You guys remember Xanga? Xanga. I never used it, but I had like my cousin used it. And you could put your custom HTML and CSS. The Zynga, no, that's the game company. Creator of Angry Birds and also The Big Bang Theory, Bazinga. No, Xanga, Xanga. It was like a blog sort of website. Set your custom theme. Everyone, apparently they had the thing where like if you right clicked it said, "Don't you dare steal my CSS." And then it would put like an alert. It prevent you from right clicking to copy their CSS. They don't know, you can just view source. Completely forgot you were even playing a game. It's not a game, this is real life. I'm literally on a lake right now. I have a Chrome window just floating in the sky. I'm standing up. Standing up for what's right in this world, because no one else will. Yeah, it didn't save. I don't know what happened. It usually saves if you go to quit game. Actually, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't quit game last time. Maybe that's what it is. I miss being able to have 4+ floating YouTube videos playing simultaneously on Samsung Note phones. 4? How are you watching 4 videos at the same time? Does the phone even have enough like room for that? Like on the screen? I mean, if you're in VR, you can have as many floating screens as you want. Classic times. MySpace was so cool. MySpace still exists though, right? It's for like music people now. People who have bands. MySpace Tom just like retired to some island or something. He didn't go the path of Mark Zuckerberg. Doesn't have all these controversies. Not collecting everyone's data. He's just like, he's retired. He's just somewhere with his millions of dollars. And then no one remembers what he looks like. Did he ever change his profile picture? Like, I know I never used MySpace, but I know by default you had MySpace Tom as your like first friend. And it's like that one photo of him like looking back. Did he ever change that? I feel like he's probably had that like forever. I did it because I could. Yeah, the phone thing. How can you not have Wolfie at full size so you can see those cute eyes blink? I don't know. I don't blink. What if these blinks are artificial? They're injected by the simulator. Because VR headsets intrinsically, they don't have eye tracking. So if you ever see a 3D model like in VR and their eyes are moving around, I guess there are some like really advanced headsets that have eye tracking, but generally they don't exist. So they don't typically follow where the person is actually looking. And when they blink, it's not blinking at the same time in real life. Tom is chilling on a lake somewhere. What if he's on this lake right here? He could be here. He could be over there. He could be somewhere down there. He could literally be in the lake. In the water right here. VR, yeah, VR doesn't have eye tracking. Generally. There are some that have. But generally not. Also, I should hydrate. It's been over an hour and I have not hydrated. So let me do that. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna go hydrate. I've been standing like on the water the whole time, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I accidentally pressed. I accidentally changed the volume. Okay, hold on. Let me change this back. Here? Was it here? I should remember what this number is. You guys remember this number? Negative 4.2 decibels. Was that where it was before? You guys that have the VOD open. Actually, I guess you can't really see it. It's a bit hard to see. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it's in the yellow. It's like slightly before the red. 4.2. Okay. I think MetaQuest Pro does, and Pico 4 and or Pico 4 Pro. But that's not out yet. The MetaQuest Pro is not out. Also, that's like, it's like really expensive. They definitely target it for like industry users, I guess. Like they want people to use VR for like productivity, right? Like instead of using you know, your desktop by itself, they want you to put on a VR headset and work in a virtual environment. Looking at a clip, it was negative 3.7. Okay. Is that more or less? Oh, it was more. Negative 3.4. 4.2. 3. Whatever. 3.6. That's like close enough. This is a bit louder now. Quest Pro. Wait, it released yesterday? I heard nothing about it. It's like the most unexcited people have been for a launch. I guess, I don't know, because I don't keep up with the VR trends. Who knows? Who knows what the next big thing in VR is gonna be? Does the Quest Pro have the the leg tracking that they were talking about? They were so excited about it. Check it out. Who's excited for legs? And they got people in the background. They're just jumping. They have no legs, and yet they can jump. I remember. I literally showed that on stream. The YouTube, sorry, the Twitter post from Meta Horizons or whatever. You guys hear that wolf? There's a wolf somewhere. Maybe. Them throwing out flowers and emoji. Oh, woo. She has Karagi has an Awu emote now as well. It's one of the bit emotes you pay. Yeah, there it is. There it is. He has it. Everyone who wants VR and can afford it has already bought their equipment. They did. They increased the price of the Quest 2 though. At some point, it's not a bit emote. Okay. I think at some point it was, right? Maybe she changed it. Do I have it? We're gonna do one of these again. Emote. We're gonna go over my emotes again. There's my emotes. There's Northern Lions. Here's Becco's emotes. Chenna's emotes. Pasta's emotes. Ilya's emotes. Some Overwatch emotes for some reason. Got Ria's emotes. Karagi's emotes. See, I don't have that emote. I don't have the Awu emote. Why don't I have it? How come you guys have it? I don't have it. Kochaton emotes. Corpse Channel emotes. Mint Costella emotes. Talatora emotes. Snacko Racco emotes. Aster Sola emotes. We got the Chia emotes. Ray Rabenstein. That's it. That's all of them. Whoop. It's a 1000 bits emote. The belly slap one? I don't understand those. Just Karagi Awu, replace Karagi Patchy. I feel like I should, maybe I should add some bit emotes. I could do that. I could add a bit emote. Get people to pay $10. Oh, woozy. Isn't being repulsed the opposite of it? What? Belly drum move? From Pokemon? The attack from Pokemon that increases your attack by 2 stages, I think? That's what it does, right? Wait, isn't the new Pokemon coming out soon? Like in two weeks or something? Pokemon Violet and the other one. Was it Violet and Scarlet? I don't know. I added bit emotes just so I can use my emotes whenever I want. That's what I did when I first got affiliate on Twitch. My only reason for getting affiliate was to use emotes, like to have my own emotes that I can use. But then after I got affiliate, I just didn't use it at all. I did not upload any emotes until sometime later. But I had a few emotes, so when I didn't have enough emote slots, I would just put them, because I was the only user. I was the only person who had a sub to myself. And so I just had things in the bit emote tiers and I would use them. I remember. You guys remember that? I remember. I was there. I used my emotes. I think the only emote that I use of my own pretty often is the clapping one. Because no one else, very few people have clapping emotes. So welcome Alaric channel. Splatfest November 11 to 13 and then Pokemon November 18th. Wait, that's like 3 weeks. I thought it was sooner. I thought it came out in 2 weeks. Oh well. Yeah, there it is. There's the clapping. Some claps in chat. Why is clapping so underrepresented in Twitch emotes? What's up with that? We need to bring awareness of clapping. It's like a common emotion that people need to use. No idea. They got woozies. They got wigglies. Where's the clapping? Where's the clapping? Easy clap. I guess if people have better Twitch TV, they use that. It's so weird seeing emotes flipped horizontally. Like the hair is not even aligned properly. It's facing the other way. SMH. Like a total boomer move. Only boomers clap? I don't think that's true at all. I think everyone at some point will probably clap at some point. Clap only really works if it's animated? Yeah. Maybe they don't want to use their precious animated emotes for something as critical as clapping. Instead, they'll have like 5 different dance emotes. 5 different emotes that basically do the same thing. Thank you for the Prime sub, Script Mage. Want a good head desk emote. Hard to animate. Yeah. It'd be hard to tell, right? You look at the... Do I have something that's similar to that? I don't know. First time chat. Have they added any new Twitch global emotes since last time? Let's see. No, they got these. They got the Fall Guys one. And then they got these two. That's it. That's all of them. Why is the view source open? Every time I try to interact with the chat window by clicking, I always end up like opening like a console somehow by accidentally right-clicking. It always happens, every time. It's kind of weird. We got those KK Cyber emotes. Oops. Those are good emotes. This is a weird one since it's not animated. What is that? That's like a head desk. Whose emote is that, I can't see it. Oh god. Bonkadoo. Is that a Steam related thing? It's the whatever this thing was called. I forget the name already. What is this? What is this thing called? This thing that I have. Whatever it was. It's part of that. If I do it via this view, it works fine. Are we doing this game again where I identify emotes? We got the floppy disk. I don't know whose that is. Retro L. Right, XS overlay. Yeah, that one. Bonk do scree? Bonk you scream? Is that a bird? Is that like a chicken doing a scream? I haven't had the view source problem. Well, I don't know. It'll just randomly, like, click. It'll just randomly right-click sometimes. Like, I don't know what causes it to do a right-click versus left-click. Maybe it's like how long I hold down the button. Oh no, yeah, that's a meat emote. Look, it's raining again. Love this rain. Rain in the night. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but I feel like the fireflies would not be flying around if it was raining like this. Right? If you're a firefly and it's raining, the raindrops are literally larger than you. Maybe they're not larger, but they're going at a very rapid speed. And you would probably not be able to fly very easily. Unrealistic game, 0 out of 10. Just kidding, it's actually a really good game. It's actually one of the best games of all time. Welcome, Yurka King. See, I was thinking that it was within that center window, so Steam VR. No, it's I don't know, it's some weird thing. Imagine if raindrops were as large for us as they are for bugs. That would be really scary. We would probably not go outside, like, at all, if it was raining. Imagine you just walk outside and, like, it's like if someone dumped a bucket of water on you. You know how they say, like, if you're on a really tall building and someone, like, drops a penny off the edge, right? They say that it goes fast enough to kill you, right? Something like that. What do you, if you think someone like dumped a bucket of water from like a skyscraper, would that kill someone? It would probably, it would probably hospitalize someone, right? I don't know, maybe. They should try it. There's like something they would do on the Mythbusters. Is that show still around? Do they still do Mythbusters? Or is that over? It would probably spread out. Okay, but like, what if it wasn't? What if they don't? Due to wind? No, there's no way. They wouldn't do that. What if it was a totally calm day with no wind? They no longer bust the myths? Ever since Hololive Myth came out, they stopped doing Mythbusters. They're like, we don't want to be cancelled. There's these myths. Holomyth. All the VTuber fans would hate us. Actually, have you guys seen on YouTube? I didn't know this was a thing until recently, but like for Niji Sanji EN, there's like one clipper who keeps editing Germa into Hololive clips, and he makes it look like they're collabing. So they'll be like, Pomu Rainpuff collabs with Germa, and then they just have voice clips of them as if they were doing a collab together. And they have so many of these, and they're pretty well made. And then Elira Pandora, she she did a tweet where she added on Twitter, Germa. I need the link. I don't know, someone can link it. Someone go find it. Just search up Niji Sanji Germa. It'll probably be one of the top results. It's good though. Just gaslight Germa into thinking that he's collab with a VTuber. It'll happen one day, right? Germa will probably collab with a VTuber one day. I'm sure it'll happen. Who do you think it'll be? I think it could be Nyanners. Janus, whatever. Because they have indirectly interacted before, right? I think I got recommended a Germa clip once where, like, I don't remember what it was, but like Nanners was watching his stream or something, or he was watching, he was reacting to her stream, and then they had like a back and forth where they were just reacting to each other's streams. I feel like if Germa was to interact with a collab with a VTuber, probably. Germa actually talks a bit like they're having a conversation, so it's probably not too tough to edit. Yeah, look at this guy thinking Germa just talking to no one. What a psycho. This guy is out here just talking as if he was collabing with someone. Absolutely deranged individual. Just like me, for real. I'm just here talking to a floating screen. In the thumbnail. They have a lot of them. They're pretty good. They're pretty well made. And they're like short enough, right? Sometimes you get recommended clips and they're like, you know, like 5 minutes long. And I'm just like, I don't have time for that. But all these Germa edits, they're like less than a minute. So it's perfect. You're just like, you have exactly enough time and it doesn't overstay its welcome. And then if you want to watch another one, there's always a bunch more. Truly, this is the future. Wolfie and Karagi collab when? I don't know. Probably never. I don't know. When will I ever collab? With anyone? I've collabed with like maybe 3 people total ever. Let's see, it was me. I collabed with Chenna. I've collabed with Toaster. Is that it? I've collabed with 2 people. Ever. Oh yeah, Temmie. I used to collab with Temmie. That's right. I had Temmie from Undertale. Yes, that's right. The Temmie Undertale. Watch the entirety of the Truman Show, but with Germa edited. Is that an actual thing? I would not be surprised if that was an actual thing. I feel like the Truman Show is like one of those shows that it's like a movie, right? It's one of those movies that everyone knows the spoiler to. They know that it was a show. It's literally in the name. Actually, I don't know if it's a spoiler at all because I haven't watched it. I guess that's the whole premise of it. Is that people are on a show but they didn't know. They were not aware that they were on a show. They thought they were just living their life. But it was all a setup. It was all fake. People out here just making things up. Probably Hamflow's favorite movie. Definitely up there. What is everyone's favorite movie? What is my favorite movie? If I was asked to say what my favorite movie was, I would have no idea. I'm not sure. I don't watch too many movies. The premise is established in the opening. Yo, spoilers? I was gonna watch that. Don't tell me that the... I'm kidding. This is a joke, by the way. This is satire. How dare you tell me something that happens in the very beginning of the movie? There's also a thing where, like, sometimes in anime openings and things like that, they'll have plot points that are... like, they reference stuff that happens in the future, and people that have seen the manga, people who have read the manga, I guess to read it you have to have seen it, but I guess people who have read the manga, like, oh no, I can't believe they put this spoiler in the intro, SMH, but then like to someone who has never read the manga, that's just like a contextless thing, and so by them telling people that this thing is a spoiler, it's like it's telling them that this thing is significant. It's like, you should just not say anything. Right? If you know, just don't say anything. So, oh, I can't believe in the opening when they reference this thing, and obviously this guy dies. Like, what? I thought that was just for decoration. They do it on purpose. This stream do be a spoiler. Also, welcome, Probs Not Jack. If I have not yet welcomed you, now here I am. I have reference. Oh, you were here, but I don't think I said hi. You did a waving emote. You did another waving emote. Yeah. A good anime opening will have future reveals that only become obvious later. Yes. What do they expect? Just like an opening that has nothing to do with the anime? Wait, that does happen a lot. Just scenes of the characters having fun. Slice of life. Sometimes you guys ever like, so when I used to watch a lot of anime, I would mostly watch like slice of life shows, right? Where not a lot of stuff tends to happen. I don't know what my thoughts about spoilers for that were. like you're gonna tell me like there's an episode where they like go to the pool, they go to the beach, SMH, yo, you can't tell me that. A beach episode in anime? What? Spoilers. Next you're gonna tell me they have like a sports festival episode? I didn't need to know that. You can't tell me this stuff. Oh wow, the time that they went to the store. Whoa, how could they do that? Spoilers. Cue people walking towards the screen. What was that a reference to? Oh, the anime openings? Yeah, in I think one standard thing in what is that studio? Not studio. Manga Time Kirara. In all of their openings, they always have someone jumping. They got the crew out there jumping. They call it the Manga Time Kirara jump. They do re-jumping though. The Madoka anime opening is intentionally misleading. I was actually thinking about that one. That's what I was thinking about when I said sometimes the opening is not exact. It's not like at all what happens in the show. And then they started running. Oh yeah, there's that one opening, that one show. Was it Tessagure, whatever? Bukatsumono. Where the opening is literally narrating what's happening. Yeah, so true. It's always the best. Did I say welcome, Laketh? I don't know if I did. Welcome. I feel... No, I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. You guys remember? You could be like, I literally don't remember. Is it in your notes? Everyone, you guys taking notes on this stream? Oh, this is the first time I've sat down today. Sorry, on this stream. Wait, that's not true. I stood up earlier. I sat down earlier. Pop Team Epic. Yeah, season 2 of that show is out. I see clips of it on my YouTube sometimes. The only one I remember is one where they clip through the world. They did some sort of video game reference. You know that thing in video games when you clip through the world. They did that. It's one of the ones that I remember. There's a betting pool. What? A betting pool. Like, will he say the streamer? Will he say the chat member's name? Will he greet the chat member? The streamer will never greet every chat member. Imagine greeting every member. Imagine if Germa greeted everyone. He just spends the whole stream reading everyone's names. Actually, that sounds like something he would do. You could say, what the heck does that sound? You just say anything and you'll be like, yeah, that sounds like something Germa would do. Literally just name anything. I almost saw all of season 1 and didn't see the special. May have to start all over again before season 2. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting show. I'm not really don't really watch anime anymore. So I probably won't watch anything unless it's recommended to me in YouTube Shorts or whatever. Sorry, not YouTube Shorts, just YouTube video recommendations. It's me. Literally me for real, on God. Will Wolfie greet a viewer X times because he forgot? Welcome a swarm of weasels. Welcome. Welcome again. Welcome for the second time. Unless it was the first time. What if I just didn't greet you the first time? What if that was the first time? I simply don't know. Greeting every weasel. All the weasels. We have fun here. And here I was like, man, I don't know if I have enough to talk about today. And now it's been like an hour and 50 minutes. I'm like, wow, I have not stopped talking like at all. It's pretty good. We have good times here. Here on the lake, we haven't even fished a single time. We have literally not casted the rod at all. What if I just don't fish today? What if I just retire from fishing? What if I'm just here on the lake? I don't even fish anymore. Can you throw the radio in the lake? Yeah, you can. I've done it on stream. It's just a bit annoying because I have to like respawn it. I have to like, readjust the audio, right? Because you can respawn the radio, but it loses what station you were on. It loses the volume. And so I don't feel like doing that. You can check a VOD of a previous stream where I've done that. I don't remember which stream it was. One of them. I think Spy Family is the only true anime. True anime? What about, what do you mean by, what about not true anime? What about the false anime? What false anime have you seen? Is 300 weasels? It's a lot of weasel. How does the swarm of weasels even type? Each individual weasel is like pressing one key on the keyboard. They're coordinating. They have like the mind control. Sorry, not mind control. That thing where they're all aware of each other's thoughts. The hive mind. Truly the only anime. Spy Cross Family. The anime with the spies and the families. What? Sorry, there's one family and one spy. It's not spies X families, it's spy family. Spy Cross. Spy Cross? Spacross? Spatoon? King of the Hill. Yes. I remember Spy. It's Spy versus Spy. I even make sure to type the X. You guys know on Twitch, if you type a number and then an X and then another number, it'll make it into that symbol. I know because there's like someone in chat who has that as their name. It's like if you do like 2x2, the X will not be the regular X. They call this a glyph. And in fonts, you can have a thing where if you have a certain character next to another character. Yeah, look at that. Look at that X. It's not the regular X. It's a glyph. They know it's multiplication. Also, welcome Master Kazam. Didn't for me in the app. Okay, on desktop it does. On the app, they might not have the same font. Yeah, I know because there's someone in Chia's chat, I think, who has like a number and then an X and then another number, and I'm like, what? I didn't know you could have Unicode in your name. It's not standard ASCII. And then I was like, oh wait, and then I copied the actual text, and I was like, oh, that's just the letter X. They should make this work for a Hunter Cross Hunter. I'm gonna say Hunter Cross Hunter. There's actually a font that some people do some weird stuff with fonts. There's one font that censors like words. So if you type a swear word, it'll replace it with like a rectangle. Why did I say like that? Like a rectangle? Like a rectangle? There are some programming fonts that they have certain like If you do like minus greater than, it turns it into an arrow. Also, if you type like FI, right? If you type FI, I think the glyphs have it so that the eye on the like the dot from the eye is like connected to the F. It looks weird. So every time someone says Wolfie, it depends on the font. I don't know if Twitch has that, but sometimes the F is connected to the I. And I'm just like, what the heck? I learned a lot of these things from the old PSP days. System in Japanese to type Nido things. Gotta type in Batsu. Oh, that's okay. Times. I see. I suppose they're using the feature added for Arabic to render the whole word a bit differently. It's not specific to Arabic. It's like it's just called ligatures, actually. It sounds like a ligma joke. Yo, they're called ligatures. They are. Look it up. Look up font ligatures. It's when the context. You guys know font render is actually really complicated. It's super complicated. It's like an entire thing. They have like a layout stuff. They got. You have to know how wide a font is. Yeah, font ligma. Both of these ligmas. Where was society? Society before ligma was invented. You guys remember that? When were you when you first heard of ligma? I don't even remember. I have no idea. Ever since they keep making up new things. And is ligature of ET and more newer fonts make it look more like E and a T. E.T. the alien from the movie known as E.T. And Steve Jobs died on Fubuki's birthday. Who's Fubuki? Steve Jobs. He is true, Steve Jobs was real. I wanted to make my own font once and I thought I would need to make some pixel art, but the more I looked into that, what I needed, the less I understood. You know, not even just like making fonts, like the amount of software needed to actually render a font on screen, there's like so many components that go into it. I had no idea. It's easier with monospace fonts because they don't have to like adjust for layout and stuff like that. But it's still complicated. From One Punch Man. I have never seen One Punch Man. Yeah, font shaping. They call it shaping. They have whole algorithms for font shaping. There's a whole system. It's called, well, I don't remember the name, so I don't know why I even mentioned this. Font shaping. HarfBuzz. There's a font algorithm, font layout algorithm or something called HarfBuzz. And that's what is usually used. And then there are alternate implementations because HarfBuzz, it depends on, there's this thing called font config. Okay, this is too specific. There's this thing called font config. It's how that determines how whether fonts are installed on your system. Anyway, I don't know that much about it. I just know it exists. The alien's name was Ampersand. John Ampersand. Jonathan Ampersandium. From The Matrix. Mr. Anderson. The alien's name, yo, Seymour. Actually, yeah, like in The Simpsons. Was it when that thing where Bart just calls the tavern all the time and he asks for people's names? Isn't that, imagine, has he done one where he said Ligma? When he calls Moe's Tavern? and he asks, "Is this guy there?" And then he gets Mo to say something. Mr. Ampersand. Why did I say it like that? Mr. Ampersand. It's like a fake southern accent. John and Persand. I know someone who used to think that the ampersand was like... They used to think it was and Persand. But they were wrong. They didn't even know. They didn't even know it was ampersand. You're trying to sound like the agent, saying Mr. Anderson. Did he say it like that? Mr. Anderson. Did he? I don't remember. I've seen The Matrix maybe once. Or maybe never. Maybe I've never seen it. I just remember on Newgrounds, there were so many parodies of the Matrix fight scenes. There was one with Mario. You guys remember that one? Mario from Super Mario World. He's like edited into to match the fight scene from The Matrix where they had like a billion Agent Smith or whatever his name is. Bullet time was all the rage back in the day. He drew it out with an attitude, seriousness, and a length. Mr. Anderson. It was an Elrond. Who's that? Elrond Hubbard? Who's that? Was that a D's Nuts joke? Elrond these? Both of these Elronds? There's probably 1,000 animations. Yeah, it was very popular back then. They definitely had a stick figure version of it. Probably like a ton of stick figure versions. The elf. The elf from The Matrix. There was an elf in The Matrix. In The Matrix Multiplication. Oops. You guys ever multiplied matrices? I remember that. I had to do that in school. You multiply a vector with a matrix or whatever, you find the cross product, or I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember it was a thing that existed. Will Ferrell. Oh yeah, the elf on the shelf. Had to do it. Had to do it by hand. I remember, yeah. Now you just use Wolfram Alpha. Or whatever they use nowadays. Who even knows? I don't even know what they do. I was forced to learn linear algebra for computer graphics. Yeah, math is surprisingly needed for, like, games. A lot of times you need to do matrix multiplication, like for 3D graphics. Gotta have to know slurp. You guys know slurp? You think it's when you drink something and you're slurping it? No, it's like linear interpolation or something. Spherical lerp. Spherical linear something. It's when you rotate something. You slurp the quaternions. You're literally slurping, except it's SLERP instead of SLURP. Slurp. You dodge the bullets. So true. Slurp, yeah, slurp. It's like when you it's like y equals mx plus b. No, that's slope. That's a different thing. The slope. Why did they choose m for slope? It doesn't make any sense. Why was it y equals mx plus b? And why b? Oh shoot, y? Yeah, why did they choose? M for slope, B for the y-intercept? They must be crazy. Why they do that? Why did they do that? We simply don't know. Yeah, +2. +2. Let's go. +3. +5. Y equals mx +2. L equals the ratio -7. I heard someone using something else in B. Maybe their country uses different letters. That's messed up. I feel like math is one of those things that's like, it's like fairly universal, right? No, it's not. Wait, it's not, because you know, like in the US, they say PEMDAS, like parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. In like Canada, it's called BEDMAS, bracket, exponent, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Isn't that weird? BEDMAS instead of PEMDAS. PEMDAS. What are they even doing over there? Brackets instead of parentheses. Das Pem, yeah, Das Pem, Das Pem. It's literally Pem right there. I took a history of math course. There are long compilations of all the different ways people thought up to solve linear equations. Looks like they were all lining up. They were all lining up to. Dude, that's not funny. Never mind. they were all lining up to think about the oh, okay. Math jokes. Math jokes. -2. That is also a math related thing. When you subtract 2. Math is all around us. Like right there, look at this. You got 0.000. That is math. You got lo-fi 07. There's a math in there as well. You got 707. That's a math. You might ask, what is it? What isn't math? I simply don't know. It's lining up to plot the line. Yo, true. Lining up. Yes. They are literally doing that right now. Oh yeah, water. I should hydrate. I'll do that. Hopefully I don't. Okay, I'm at -3.6 decibels. If I accidentally press this button and it goes to some different number, I'm gonna remember. -3.6. I'm gonna hydrate now. Okay. I am sufficiently hydrated. You know, there's people that hate drinking water. What's up with that? What's up with that, right, guys? Isn't it so weird that there's people that don't like drinking water? It's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up, the kind of things people do in society. Not drinking water. How could they even do such a thing? Could never be us, right? We're all hydrating. We're all sufficiently hydrating, right? Guys, you guys make sure you hydrate as well. Whether you need to drink through a straw or a cup or a bowl, you could drink through a bowl if you want. pipe? Well, a straw is simply just a small pipe. Yeah, what are they even doing? What are those? What are those? No, pipe. That's a Unix pipe right there. Or it could be like when you're typing and you have the little blinking indicator. Is there a name for that? Like when you're typing, when you click this thing. Sorry, I'm gonna do this. When you go here and you click on this thing and you got that that blinking this cursor. But I thought this thing right here. I thought this thing was the cursor. There's different cursors. Well, I guess it is also a cursor. What does a cursor even mean? It's just like a... Why do they call it that? Is it cursing? Or are they cursing? Okay, let me see if I can identify these emotes. Actually, so I don't know who this one is. Who's that? Vomu? Okay, this one, that's a bird. I don't know who that is. That's Dot. That's someone else. That's Leaflet. Okay, who's this bird? This is... Velpep? Wait, I know of Velpepper. I think that's their name, right? Velpepper? Yep. I know of them. This one, I'm not sure. Wait, I know Digital Basic. Wait, you know Digital Basic? I've known them for a long time. This one, I don't know. I don't know any of these besides my own. Who are these? Vomu. Vomu's live right now. Blondies? Blondie C. Onowin Lee. I'm not aware of this one. Am Kaiko. DGR Dave. They have the Nintendo seal of approval? What? Oh yeah, carrot. Yeah, that's what they call it, the carrot. The carrot is also the little exponent symbol. That's also a carrot. Cursor is Latin for runner. A cursor is a name given to the transparent slide. Transparent slide engraved with a hairline used to mark a... What the heck? Slide rule? Holy frick, you guys remember slide rules? I don't. But I had a college professor who would always talk about them. He was always like, oh yeah, back in my day, we didn't have calculators, we used slide rules. Like, what the heck are you talking about? The heck is a slide rule? I still don't really know. I'm gonna equate it with kind of like an abacus, but not really. When I think it's like a ruler where you have a thing that slides back and forth. And you use that somehow. I learned of Digital Basic when I was making custom art for Zelda randomizer runs. The first Zelda game? The first Zelda 1 randomizer? One of those labs had a gigantic 10-foot long slide rule. What is a slide rule? I don't really know. Link to the Past. Okay, yeah, I feel like Link to the Past is probably one of the more common Zelda games to speedrun. Not speedrun. To randomize. It's just a special big abacus? Okay. Yeah, I assumed it was probably something like that. The math behind how they work is pretty interesting. There's also sometimes I get recommended these videos. Well, not in a long time, but there are some where it's like, oh, look at how they did math back in the days. Back in the day, when they do multiplication, they take a sheet of paper, they draw like a line this way, they draw a line this way, they draw 3 lines, and then they intersect in certain points, and then you use that. Like, whoa, how do they do that? But I don't think they actually did that. I think that's just like a thing that's interesting, that it happens to work out that way. I don't know. Who can relate? You guys ever see those those videos where they're just like, look at how wacky these people do this thing, and then they don't actually do it like that? It's like one guy did it that way, and suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, they totally did this." You guys know? You guys understand? What emoji is that? I don't. That's what is that? Is that a book? Is that the abacus? That's an abacus? They have a slide rule emote? What do you think they're gonna add? What kind of emoji do you think they're gonna add? No, it's the Japanese abacus. This is the abacus emote. You think they have like a like a Unicode convention where people show up and then they announce the new emoji they're gonna add? It's like when they do Smash Bros reveals. Do you think they have a trailer like that? It's like, coming to the latest Unicode 6.7, pregnant man. And then they have the big, like, he shows up on screen, everyone's like, yo, let's go! So they gotta have something like that. People have to be excited about the new Unicode somehow. When they announce the new Unicodes. I was, someone retweeted a tweet on my timeline. It was of, a bunch of people reacting in a stadium or something about, the Staples logo reveal or something. I don't know the context behind that, but it was basically like the company Staples like changed their logo at some point. And then there were like a ton of people in a stadium or something, some sort of room. And they had like a big screen, it was all red, they had the Staples logo everywhere. And then people were like, as soon as they revealed the new logo, people were like screaming and cheering. Yo, I love this logo, Staples. I love Staples. You guys seen that one? It's pretty interesting. I know Emojipedia keeps up to date. Yeah, they got the patch notes. It actually is literally patch notes. It's true. They had one thing where there's like one ancient character that was like, you know, 6 different eyes. And then they were like, oh, sorry, this is actually inaccurate. It was an inaccurate transcription. Someone just wrote this letter wrong one time in a book. And we were trying to represent it, and turns out they wrote the letter wrong. It looks like a biblically accurate angel, sort of. You can get the idea of a slide rule if you look at a picture of someone using it for multiplication. It's just labeling rulers with something other than linear distance. Logarithmic distance. It's cool though. It's cool how technology has advanced. Right, back in the day, you'd be like... When teachers would be like, when you grow up, you're not gonna have a calculator in your pocket all the time. And then here we are. We got our smartphones that literally are much more powerful than calculators. And we have them on us all the time. If you want to get people hyped, it should be a gaudy mess out of the 90s. Logos are too simple these days. You have to see the video though. They were so excited. They were cheering. When they removed the shading from the Pringles man, you should have seen them. You should have seen how excited they were. I noticed that the Facebook meta version of that abacus emoji lists 1988. That's when the book that coined the term metaverse came out. That's what the heck, that's messed up. Literally 1988. How could they do this? The metaverse, they probably sucked back then too. 1988, they're like, oh, well, we're gonna imagine the metaverse. It's gonna have corporate world. You've got people, excited about having legs. You got everyone looks the same. The metaverse. Literally, people are literally meeting the verse right now. The multiverse. The verse, never metaverse. It's true. It's true. Actually, I've met many verses that I did not like. Music often has verses. Red versus blue, for example. Batman versus Superman. Those are two examples of verses. Got Spy versus Spy. We were talking about that. Spy versus Spy. Yep. Those are some things. Those are some things that exist. Here I am, this guy out here. This guy out here on a lake. Just saying things. He's just saying words because he has run out of things to talk about. Hey, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes, right? That was a good run before I ran out of stuff to talk about. I didn't even ask you guys. What are you guys doing? I normally ask this like much earlier. And yet I'm just here talking for 2.5 hours almost. Did not even consider what the viewers are doing with their time. Oh shoot, this is the first time I've picked this up this stream. And I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it back down. I'm not even gonna fish today. Not even gonna fish. Remember when this guy used to fish? Watching Wolfie Zatudan? What? Watching a VTuber not fish? So true. Me too. Me too. Well, not right now. Okay, now I am. Now I'm watching a VTuber not fish. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That hair is glowing in the dark. It's so bright. How can it be so bright? I literally don't know. I'm pretty sure my arms are always they're always clipping into something. This is not even accurate to how my arms if I do a T-pose right now, it's like this. That's not even like I'm doing a T-pose. This does not look at all like a T-pose. Might put on VR tonight, play some Puzzling Places VR 3D jigsaw puzzle game. I have not played I don't even play VR games beside this one anymore. It's like I bought VR headset and then all I do with it is just this. It literally is just this. I'm responding to recruiting emails. A fancy dog food delivery company? But every time I think of recruiting emails, I just think of tech ones. I guess because those are the ones that I get. I've never even considered what if some recruiter found a software engineer and they just recruited. They just wanted them to sign up for something completely unrelated to what they've been doing. Imagine imagine if a recruiter emails Jeff Bezos. It's like, hello Jeffrey Bezos, we saw your experience at Amazon. It's pretty impressive. Would you like to join our company? Jeffrey Bezos? I might try to see if I can stream that from the headset. Yo, we can be streaming. You know what? I'm gonna follow right now. You know what? I'm gonna click on your profile. I'm gonna follow. So that if you do go live, I can see. Look at this. This is how you get. Who's this blue guy? Here, right there. Look at that. I just followed. Right there. Strangely, the dog food delivery place wants software engineers. I guess that makes sense. They do want, they do need someone to do the software. Sometimes you forget about that, right? When people think of software engineering, they just think of like, you know, Google, Facebook, places that have websites, like with a lot of users. But like even like, I don't know, just small businesses. Maybe not software engineers, but they need some sort of like thing. You know, well, maybe less common nowadays. I don't know. There's some industries where you definitely need software engineers. It might be like Picross Zatsudan, but in 3D. 3D model Jigsaw. Jigsaw from Saw? From Saw? Oh wait, you drew that? You drew that? I thought it was like a pre-rendered 3D thing. That's pretty cool. It's just a blue guy. Just some sort of blue guy. Anyway, we have good times on this lake. Right, I was thinking about this recently, right? I've streamed on this lake so many times, and I have like specific memories of stuff, and this place doesn't even exist in real life. Right? Just being in this location, I remember like a specific time when I streamed, and like I think I was looking at that rock, and like I remember like Mint Castella was in chat, Uut Oa was in chat. I forget what we were saying. I just remember that they were there, but they're not even. You're not even there in real life, right? What if like 5 years from now I come back here and I'll be like, I remember that time when I streamed and Swarm of Weasels was here and Shima Panic was gonna stream, and you know, we got people, we were talking about stuff. It's wild. This place is like a second home, you know? I've been here, just been on this lake for so long. It's pretty cool to think about. Think about all the memories. Remember that time when I was over there and I was trying to get the bear, and then I caught a fish, and then I threw the fish on the lake on the sand hoping the bear would get there, and then it didn't get there. Oh yeah, and that wolf, remember that time when I was over there? Wait, what the frick? Wait a second. You guys see that? You guys see that shadow up there? That's a wolf. I've never seen that. Do you see that? It's like it's moving. Like it's moving its tail. What the heck? You hear it though. Man, I played this game for like 90 or 100 hours. There's stuff I haven't seen. Just like real life. But yeah, remember that time I was like over there and we had like... It might have been that wolf actually. We had like a wolf, and then I was like, you guys see that? There's just something moving there. And then Denchi was there, and then he sent a screenshot, but he edited the Among Us onto it. I remember that. Remember that time I went into the lake and I went into that cave and I got motion sickness and then I had to lie down for like an hour on stream. It's a good time. We had so many good times. This is literally my home. Also, that fox, sorry, that wolf, how long is it gonna be there? It's still there. Is it gonna go away? You guys see that, right? That cave up there? There's obviously something up there. It might look really small on the, I don't know if you even see it. Hold on, I go like here, and then I turn this, oh, it's really dark. Never mind. See, look, okay, look, see, look at that. That wolf is walking over. You see that? You see that, right? There's a thing moving, that's a wolf. Wow. You see things every day. See new things every day. We're not real, wake up. You're right. I should wake up. Yeah, it's on top of that ledge. Well, not anymore. It was. Things when you're wearing VR, they look much closer than they show up in OBS. Looks like the bears. You guys don't see the bears, but I see them. I haven't seen one recently, though. Bears are real. The wolf is real. You got foxes in this game as well. Anyway, I feel like that's probably gonna do it for today. It's about that time that I typically end my streams. Unless you guys got other stuff to talk about, I don't know. I did add the backseating allowed tag. The bears are not in the boat. Anyway, we didn't fish at all today. When was the last time I did a fishing stream and just didn't fish at all? Have I ever done that? Is this the first day? Next iPhones will have USB-C. I talked about that. I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. Cans of bear. They do call it a rude bear. This one is not root beer, is Double Vision a rude bear. There it is. Crack open a rude bear. If I stream it would probably be mic-less and maybe chatless. Well then what's the point then? What's the point of even watching? Oh, cause it's on the... I see, it's on the quest itself. SMH. SMH. Testing? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes too much sense. It makes so much sense that it makes dollars even. At least it's not like the Japanese yen, am I right, guys? Am I right? You guys keeping up with the economy? The yen is doing really badly. Which would be great if I was traveling to Japan. Oh man, okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna see what day today is. I'm gonna go over to my keyboard, and then we can find out. We can find out what kind of weird and wacky holidays they got going on today. So I'd have to constantly put on and take off headset for the time being. But well, today is Wednesday, but I mean, like, for the purposes of the raid message. National Pumpkin Day, true. Austrian National Day, Lung Health Day. Ooh, National Chicken Fried Steak Day. National Mule Day. National Transgender Children Day. We've got Worldwide Howl at the Moon Night. And then we got a bunch of people's birthday. CM Punk, the wrestler man. It's his birthday. Keith Urban. Well, this is a lot of people's birthdays. A lot of celebrity birthdays that I don't know. Seth MacFarlane. Isn't that Family Guy? Is that the Family Guy? Okay, I like National Chicken Fried Steak Day. Let's do that one. National Chicken Fried Steak Day raid. Oops. National Chicken Fried Steak Day raid. Is there a steak emote? Is there a... You could put a chicken emote and a steak? See, maybe if I stream a PC or Switch game, it'd be some typing chat. Yeah, there it is. It says chicken and steak. Okay, let's see who to raid. I can't consult my list of who I've raided because I'm in VR and I don't have that available. So I'm gonna have to use my memory to remember which of these people I've raided recently. Alright, let's see. I think I've raided I've raided most of these people. When was the last time I raided Art Sounds? I don't know. I've never raided Kazuma, actually. What's he doing? Personality quiz day. Also, welcome OMQ Comics and goodbye. Let's raid Art Sounds. What's Art Sounds doing? He's playing Killer 7. Yo, remember the time when they killed the 7? Oh, this is a collab. It's a collab of some sort. Okay, we can do the raid. Let's do the raid. Have I raided Art Sounds recently? I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna raid him. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I will probably play Stray, the cat game. I will probably get motion sickness from it like I did last time. That motion sickness though. And then Friday, probably Kemono Friends Picross. Saturday, I have no idea what, but considering I've been playing Splatoon every Saturday, it might be that. Or maybe something else. I did buy Yoshi's Crafted World. I could play that at some point. I'm not sure when. Maybe at some point next week we can play, Wait, when is Halloween? Halloween is... Monday. Oh, shoot, okay. Play some sort of spooky game at some point. Okay, I don't know. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. Wednesday, it is Wednesday. The raid is gonna go. Okay, goodbye.